So how do I sell my home, buy another home, all at the same time? Let's find out next. Hey, Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here, your great agent by your side when it comes time to buy a home, sell a home, and maybe even relocate right here to the Treasure Valley. So how do you sell your house and buy a house all at the same time? So there is so many parts to this that we really need to get into it. So let's do just that. And Dave, you know what? There's some options that people really do need to know about. So what we're going to talk about today is an overview of the different options that you have when it comes time to getting from one place to another place, buying and selling, or selling and buying. Stick around to the end. I've also got a bonus for you, and it's 5 mistakes to watch out for when it comes to buying and selling. And this is from a reputable source, so don't miss that. So there are 3 typical options that people have when it comes time to going from one home to another. And each has their pros and cons, and there might be some elements in there that just are not right for you. So we're going to do a deep dive into each of those 3 options in some upcoming videos. And for those videos, we also have some great handouts that you'll be able to download. The checklist of a bunch of great ideas that you really need to consider when you're trying to figure out which option you want to go with. So for this video, we're just going to give you a 30,000 foot view of what those options are. They are sell, then buy, sell and buy, and then buy, then sell. So let's just talk about those briefly. Sell, then buy is just that. You sell your current home, and then you move, if you're relocating from another state, or maybe you're still here in the area, then you move to a rental. There's some pluses and minuses about that. It's possible you could also just stay with some friends or family for, however many months it is that you think you're gonna be out there looking. So, and that's what we did when we moved up here. We got a rental for a while. Some things to consider is that, you have to move twice. So there's gonna be some extra storage charges, moving start charges, things like that. But also you might get into a lease that you'll have to break, or you have to end up paying for the remainder of the lease. So the second option we have is sell and buy. And this is a bit more stressful. There's a lot more moving parts that are happening all at once. And this is where you sell your current home, and at the same process, you put in an offer and you get accepted to buy your next home. And then we have what they call a simultaneous closing, or close to. Basically, our goal is to close on the same day. Sometimes it carries over to the next day. So you might end up leaving all your household goods on a truck for another day and staying in a motel, or with friends or family. Another thing is to buy your new home, then sell your old home. And this isn't right for everybody, but for those people that it is right for, it really decreases the stress because you can take your time selling, you can take your time moving, and you can take your time finding your next house if you're looking for something that's kind of, very particular or specific. So those are some options that you'll have when it comes time to going from one place to another, regardless of what order that all happens in and what pace. But we'll be talking about that in these upcoming deep dive videos, where you can also, like I say, you can download these great checklists that will really spur some thought and make sure you don't miss anything. And of course, you, the seller, you want to sell your current home in a way that gives you the best terms. And those terms aren't always the highest dollar amount, although that is nice, but it also might include things that involve with the timing. Is your buyer going to be flexible? And then on the other end, when you're the buyer, is the seller going to be flexible on the timing of when you can get in and things like that? If you want to talk about how that applies to your specific situation, please give us a call, text, email. We're always just glad to talk with you about that. So now what about that bonus stuff? Well, here are the 5 biggest mistakes from Realtor.com that way too many people make when buying and selling a house at the same time. Number 1, they said, is buying too big. Too much house, too much money, And maybe because afterwards, I guess they have a regret about a house that they can't fill up, or it's just, more house than they need, and they feel kind of, I don't know, like they went too far at one time. Number two is working with too little cushion. I'm pretty sure they mean money, not pillows.
Wow.
So yeah, it can be stressful if you're down to the last dollar and you're trying to get everything to come together with your earnest money and your closing costs and enough money to have a rental truck. And then you have to stay one night in the motel, and that just blows everything. So a little cushion is going to be a great thing. Number three, failing to compromise. What that comes down to is sometimes people's ego get in the way, and they'll say, like if you're the seller, he goes, my house is perfect. Why should I have to replace the GFCI outlet? Well, because it's only a few bucks, and it's a health and safety thing, and it's important to the buyer. Or maybe when you're the buyer, the seller goes, well, my house is perfect. I'm not going to fix anything. Well, at that point, you say, you know what? All right, I really want this house. We've got this much time, money, and effort invested into it. I'll just have somebody come out for 50 bucks after we close and take care of whatever small problem it is. Number four is using two real estate agents. So you've got your house listed with one agent. That agent's working with the buyer for your transaction on selling your house. But then if you use a different agent for buying your next house, it can add more complication to things. If you're using the same agent, the coordination of all the moving parts, all the bells and whistles that have to come together is a whole lot easier with just that one agent. What we do on the Treasure Valley Dave team is not only do we have me, but we have Treasure Valley Marine, and we work together to make sure that all these moving parts do happen. Plus, we also have a great TC, that's a transaction coordinator, and that's Kelly. And she makes sure that all the paperwork gets done on both sides of the transaction, from your selling to your buying, to make sure that everything gets coordinated. So yeah, we've got this dialed in. So what about number five? This is huge. Closing on a Friday. So when we go under contract, we put down the proposed closing date. We don't want to put a Friday on there. Oh my gosh, especially if it's the last Friday of the month, because there can be something that will slow stuff down, whether it's a wire transfer of funds or whatever. And the transaction's not over until it closes, until it's recorded at the county. So once the county records it, they let us know, then it's a done deal. But what happens if the wire transfer was late and it didn't get to the county in time and they couldn't record it that day? That Friday has to wait till Monday morning. Those are the 5 big mistakes from Realtor.com. I concur with a lot of that there, and I think we're going to help you avoid those as much as possible. So, like I say, I've got those other deep dive videos for our 3 options: sell, then buy, sell and buy, or buy, then sell. And checklist, everything's going to be there. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss those. I think you're going to really like them. So Dave, back to you. Wow, that was some great information. So, if you have any questions about this whole process, because there's a lot of moving parts, let me know. I'd be glad to help you out. Well, anyway, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on the next video.
Hey, thanks for stopping in and learning more about real estate in Nampa, Idaho and the Treasure Valley. If you'd like to learn more, watch this video here next or binge on this playlist. When it comes time to sell a home, buy a home, or even relocate to the Treasure Valley, your Treasure Valley Dave team is your real estate expert by your side, helping you get home.